Excellent. So next up, we have Emma from Excelerate Marketing. So Emma started her agency about 3 years ago with the idea of delivering authentic and actionable digital marketing strategies. She's an absolute guru in her field, so I'm looking forward to hearing her speak today. But yeah, without further ado, I will pass it on to Emma.
Thanks, Kavita. Nice to meet everyone. Some of you I have met, and some of you I haven't. So hopefully I can connect with you all following this. And I'm in Sydney, so if anyone's around, wants to grab coffee and meet, that would be great. So I put together a presentation. I've spoken at a couple of different events over the last few months around content and personal branding and corporate branding. And so speaking with Kavita, I've merged a couple of bits and pieces from all those presentations to bring together what I think would be most relevant to everyone on this call. So to kick off, as Kavita mentioned, I am the owner and director of Excelerate Marketing. We are a full-service digital marketing agency and do everything from social media, graphic design, email marketing, event support. And we generally work with financial services and professional services businesses. We specialize in B2B marketing for them, creating a strong brand image and a referral network, and creating really, strategies around customer acquisition, retention, cross-sell, upsell. And then in a lot of cases with our clients, we actually create strategies around recruitment and the perception of their image with new employees. So to get into today, I wanted to start off with some statistics just around LinkedIn. Now, Kavita also highlighted to me that we have now surpassed 1 billion members globally on LinkedIn. So it's a huge, huge network to access. There are also 58 million companies on LinkedIn, but only 4% of LinkedIn users consistently post content. And I'm sure most people on this call have been told time and time again around posting. And the questions we often get are, what do I post and how often do I post and on what days? And so we'll go into that in a little bit of detail, and happy to have additional conversations offline. Some other stats for you. Companies with complete and active LinkedIn pages get 5 times more page views. So just by having the cover photo and the description on your page, and this goes for your personal pages as well, but this statistic is related to companies. So having a complete and active LinkedIn page, also really helpful to tell people that you're still in business. You get 5 times more page views. Bill Gates is the most followed person, and India is the hashtag with the highest number of followers. So no real surprises there. 30% of a company's engagement come from employees. Now, I'm not sure how many of you on this call encourage your employees to share and like the posts that they're tagged in, or that just those of the company, but we have seen that there is a 30% increase in engagement just from that strategy alone. So it's really important that your employees, do have a positive sentiment towards your brand, but then also are active followers, and they are a representation and an advocate, and the opportunity to drive more awareness and potentially more leads and new business for your company if they're engaging with those social posts. Companies that post weekly on LinkedIn get 2 times higher engagement rate. So there's a bit of a trend here around consistency and what you're posting, and then who you're getting to engage with that post. So I put together a couple of little tips for everyone in terms of the type of content that you post and why you want to post that. So firstly, consistency is key. And when you think of, say, McDonald's, it's a very well-known brand, that big M, those golden arches are extremely recognizable. And when you drive past that M and when you go into that store, you largely know the service and the product that you're going to receive. Now, if you just see that M without the red, you're also going to recognize that brand. And if you see maybe a cafe or different versions of that logo, there is a level of consistency and brand association and awareness related to that. So a couple of tips here from like a business standpoint and your company standpoint that we recommend having in order to work towards that consistency. So one is just having a consistent mission statement. So, knowing what your business is about and communicating that online. Then it's about having some brand guidelines. So going through your logos, your images, having some guidelines that basically go across all online and offline creative, consistency with colors and fonts, logo variations, having a consistent schedule of content, and being relevant to your brand audience. Good content creates emotional equity. So these posts here from some of our clients that we've done. Now, you're actually not seeing, and I've chosen these on purpose, there's a little bit of their brand colors scattered throughout, but largely there's no real logos, there's no real slogans or service-based posts. These are some of the best performing. It's awards, it's team events, it's celebration of anniversaries. These are the types of posts that create emotional equity. And then the last tip is build your network. So there's a couple of different ways, we can go through this separate because I'm conscious of time, but you can look at having your LinkedIn profile in creator mode. You can invite new connections on your company page. You can have up to 250 connections a month. I do recommend having a post before you invite connections because you always want to add value to people who are engaging with your brand. And that's just an example of a post that I did the other week. We had about 15,000 impressions. The intention was actually to thank our clients. We went to a lovely lunch and took them out for a 3-year anniversary, and we tagged both of our clients in it. I've actually had 3 people message me off the back of it to meet up about their marketing. And, it was a piece of content that was genuine, authentic in nature. And because of our network and those connections, it really, made the post get much further reach and engagement. If you're interested in having your LinkedIn page redone, we are having an offer for the first 10 BackBone community members. So rewrite your content and update the structure and the messaging on your page. So if you want to have a chat, you can book in time with me. Kavita can also send some details around following this. And I think we're now Q&A. Thank you very much. Was I on time, Kavita?
You were.
Okay.
Thank you. I did ask Emma to stick to the very strict 10 minutes. I think Gary has a question.
Yeah, I just thought I'd kick off. Thanks for that, Emma. That was really good. So we've got a business we post fairly consistently on LinkedIn, but our challenge is like we'll do a post and we'll get obviously employees to like it, and we'll have maybe around 10 likes and maybe a couple of comments, and then we've got friends who've got similar sized businesses and they're getting like hundreds of comments and likes. And I'm just wondering, is it something to do with the algorithm in LinkedIn? Is it something that they're doing differently? Or I've got 20,000 connections in my network in LinkedIn, and to get between 5 and 10 likes and comments on a post just seems a little bit ridiculous.
Gary, can you remind me of your business?
Software testing.
Software testing. And how often do you post on your personal page?
You called me out now. The intention is there. The intention is there for weekly, but it's probably more like every couple of weeks.
Okay. So just generally, personal LinkedIn pages will always outperform a company page. So that post, if I had put that post on our Excelerate marketing page, it may have got 1,000, 2,000 followers. Sorry, not followers, impressions. So I would do some testing of posting from your personal page. One, it helps build your profile and your your personal brand and thought leadership, and it links people into that brand, and your performance on your page is going to be more superior to your company. I'd also look at your engagement on your LinkedIn page of following other businesses, because LinkedIn really pays attention to that. So if you're really active liking other people's posts as a business, then that also boosts the algorithm for the page. So I'd say those 2 things: test posting on your personal page And then also as a business on your company page, be more active, engaging with other profiles and commenting on posts.
Okay, cool. I'll take some notes on that one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Thanks, Emma. So we're at time. So what I'm going to do is I will definitely send the slides and the recording of Emma's presentation